How's it going, everyone? Welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to have a battle report, and I already set up the table, and I'm really making an effort to do a good quality video. I hope this works. I have a wide angle lens that's going to help with the shaky camera, and it's going to allow me to show you what's going to happen around the battlefield. I have a light, I have a mic, and I hope this goes well. So if it goes well, then welcome to this battle report. This is going to be 1,000 points between Dark Eldar and the Alpha Legion. Okay, so this is my 1,000 points of Drukhari or Dark Eldar. I have a battalion detachment of the Cabal of the Black Heart, led by an Archon with Blast Pistol and the Gene Blade, and a Drakon or Archon, also with a Blast Pistol, and they're going to go on a Venom with twin Splinter Cannons. For the first troops, I'm going to have a 10-man squad with the Cyberites going to have an Agonizer and a Blast Pistol, 2 Shredders, and a Splinter Cannon. Those are going to go on a Raider with Splinter Axe and a Dark Lance. The second squad is going to have just one blaster. It's a 5-man squad and in a twin Splinter Cannon Venom. And the third squad is going to be a 10-man squad with a Dark Lance, 2 blasters, in a Raider with Splinter Axe and a Dark Lance. And then my second part is going to be a Witch Cult. It's going to be a Cult of Strife, led by Lilith Rex. She's going to be the Warlord, and she's on a squad of 9 witches, which have 1 Agonizer and Blast Pistol, and a Sharpnet and Impaler, in a Raider with a Disintegrator Cannon. In total, they are 1,036 points, and this is going to be a 1,050 point battle report, and that's it. And this is 1,000 points of Alpha Legion. This force is led by a Lord on a Vike with the Blade of the Hydra and Melta, and also we got a Sorcerer that knows Prescience and Warp Time. He's carrying a Melta Gun as well, and a Force Sword or Power Sword. And they have 3 units of cultists, 1 unit with guns, and 2 close combat units, all bare bones. And we have 3 bikes with Meltas on the riders and Combi Bolters on the bikes. Also the Warlord has Unholy Fortitude, and we also have 2 units of Chosens. The troops have plasma guns, and the champions have Combi Plasma. Both units are the same way, and they also have Hellbrute. They also have Chain Axes, and the Hellbrute has Twin Link Last Cannon and a Power Fist, and that's 1,049 points of Alpha Legion. So this is going to be the table setup. This is going to be a Dawn of War deployment, and the mission is going to be capture the relic. The story behind this battle is going to be that this little soldier in the middle, it counts as the relic. He has intel on the Alpha Legion, and the Drukhari are going to try and catch him and capture him, possibly torturing him and taking the information from him. And then we're going to roll for picking sides. Here we go. I get a 1, you get a 6. You can pick up a side. Which side do you want? This one? That one? That side? All right then. We're going to come back once we are deployed. So here we are. We just deployed. I put most of my raiders in the same spot. These guys are the guys with the Shredders, and here's my witches and my guys with blasters. My 5-man squad and my Archons here in this little piece of terrain. For the Alpha Legion, Their halberds is all the way on the far right side, surrounded by cultists protecting the sorcerer. Here are the warlord and the bikers inside of terrain. 10-man squad, and the rest of the models are infiltrating in reserve. So unfortunately I rolled off camera, but I got a 3 to start the game and he got a 5. So I'm going to try and seize the initiative. And then a 6. Oh, I get it! So this is gonna be Drukhari turn 1. Alright, so before first turn begins, the units have infiltrated. The unit of 30 cultists is capturing the relic, and the 2 units of Chosen are behind these buildings, hiding from the line of sight of all of my weapons. And was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. Alright guys, I'll see you after Drukhari turn 1. So this is the end of Drukhari turn 1, and pretty much all of my stuff shot at the big blob of cultists. This unit was the unit of shredders that was here, moved up and destroyed with shredders, destroyed pretty much most of the unit, and attacked with splinter cannons and splinter rifles, and destroyed 10 of the models, right? And then I shot with both the Venoms and destroyed a bunch more models. So the units is just down to 8 models. But they used, on the morale phase, they used insane bravery, so they don't automatically just flee every last one of them. My witches just stayed put, waiting for a chance to get a meaty target, because they didn't see anything worth right now, and I'm just waiting for that power of pain to build up. And my other raider that has the blasters and the Dark Lances was over here. He moved up and shoot everything at the Hellbrute and hit all of his blasters and Dark Lances, even though he had a -1 for the Alpha Legion trait that gives a -1 to everything further than 12 inches. And even though that was so, I managed to hit all of my shots and destroyed their Hellbrute with just around 13 wounds, and it didn't blow up, but he went away. And then I shot with my splinter rifles and killed two cultists, and they passed their morale test. Then I used Fire and Fade and moved behind this wall, waiting to see what's going to happen next turn. And that's pretty much it. The units for Alpha Legion are still in the same place, and we're going to move on to their first turn, and that's it. We'll be back when at the end of Alpha Legion turn 1. Alright, so we are on the shooting phase, and I forgot to mention at the beginning of the battle that the Alpha Legion Chosen are a Mark of Slanesh. So he's going to try and use Cacophony of Endless Cacophony, so he can fire twice with his plasma guns and hopefully destroy my raiders. So I forgot to say that. We're going to be back once the first Alpha Legion turn is over. Alright, so this is the end of Alpha Legion turn 1. The cultists that were here advanced and hid behind these ruins, hoping to charge next turn. The sorcerer went this way and casted prescience on these guys over here, and smite the raider, making him allocating 2 mortal wounds to it, and then the combined fire of these guys. This guy's finished off the raider down there, and these guys here with prescience, they rapid fired twice onto the raider down there and destroyed it. The combined shooting and re-rolling with the Lord and prescience pretty much destroyed those. The cultists are down here. They still hold the relic. He tried to use Tide of Traitors, but I used Agents of Vect and didn't allow it. I feel dirty about that, but that's how it goes. And in this charge phase, The bikes that shot the Maltas from here to the Raider charged, only doing 2 wounds to this unit and killing 1 of the Cavalites. And I think that's it. So we're going to go to Drukhari turn 2. All right, this is the end of Drukhari turn 2. And these guys shoot all they got to these Chosens and killed 3 of them. And I think I killed the other 2 with the Archons that were inside this Venom that used their blasters and killed other 2, and leaving only 1 of them and passed their morale test. The Witches disembarked from this Raider right here, this way, and went all the way there and charged the Chosens that were here, and they destroyed them after all of the shooting that ended up killing like 3 and leaving like 2 of them, and then the Witches finished them off after the shooting. The Raider, Lilith Hesperax, jumped out of the Raider and went this way, killing 1 bike and a half, and the other Cavalites doing a couple more wounds to killing another one and leaving just 1 of them with 1 wound. This Raider attempted to fire his disintegrator cannon to the Sorcerer right here, but it failed all of his shots, and that's it. The Alpha Legion forces look a little bit weak by now, losing 2 of their most important units, pretty much practically, because it only has just 1 dude with a plasma here. And yeah, Drukhari are looking pretty strong. Let's see what happens on Alpha Legion turn 2. All right, so this is the aftermath of turn 2, the bottom of turn 2 for the Alpha Legion. A lot of stuff happened. They made kind of a comeback, and they scared me a little bit. It started with moving, and everybody moved up. The Sorcerer casted Warp Time on some Chosens that moved them all from here all the way down there, and he casted Smite that killed a couple Witches. With shooting, they finished off all of my Witches, and they continue moving. The Sorcerer shot his Melta shot into the Raider, finishing it up. And the cultists that were over here, I thought they weren't a threat. They moved up and charged, and they pretty much didn't do a lot of wounds because I saved a lot of the 5+, 6+ saves for my Cavalites, and they did okay. I think I only lost like 3 of them, and I fought back and killed 2 back. What else? The 1 Chosen here moved up and charged these Cavalites and killed a couple. The Lord killed like 4 of them, and leaving only 3. These 3 passed the leadership because I used a stratagem for Insane Bravery. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In the combat, Lilith finished off the last biker, and these guys attacked these Cavalites, attacked the wrecked Venom, and these guys disembarked and made a line here to protect Lilith Hesperax from the cultist charge, and then they fought, and I killed 3. They killed 3 of mine, and I killed 3 back, and that's it. That's the bottom of turn 2. Let's move on to Drukhari turn 3. All right, so bottom of turn 3, a little bit of shooting, a lot of charges. This Raider moved here and shot his disintegrator at those cultists that are holding the relic, and I think it killed 2 of them, and then charged back into this combat, killing 2 of the cultists, and the Cavalites attacked back, just leaving just 2 of them. Lilith charged the Sorcerer, only inflicting 1 wound, which is disappointing, and these cultists attacked my my Cavalites, only killing 1 though, so that's pretty lucky for me. Here, these Archons, both Archons, moved out of the Venom and charged the Lord that was charging the Cavalites. They the attacks combined from one Djinn Blade and one Husk Blade left the Lord with just 2 wounds, and he focused on finishing up those Cavalry Warriors. The Venom moved forward and rapid fired the remaining cultists, leaving just 4 of them, and then attacked in combat, but I think it didn't do anything. And that's it. I'm only a little bit scared about Lilith. She is on her own fighting a sorcerer that might smite her to death. I hope he doesn't. And that's it. Let's go to turn 3 with the Alpha Legion turn. Turn 3, the Alpha Legion counterattacked. There was no shooting, only a psychic phase, because everyone was engaged in combat. The Sorcerer Lord smited Lilith and caused 2 mortal wounds, and then used Gaze of Fate that he gained last turn using his familiar. I don't remember if I mentioned that, and left Lilith with just 1 wound, and the cultist in combat finished off the last Cavalite and Lilith herself. Pretty sad, but that's how it is. Lilith kind of underperformed a little bit against that Lord, but she did her job. These Cavalites finished off the 2 more cultists that were by the Raider, and they consolidated around it to embark it for next turn. These 2 Archons attacked their Lord, and finishing him up with the Drakon. The Drakon did 3 wounds and finished him off. The combat with the cultist and the Venom pretty much was uneventful. The Venom killed 1 of the cultists, and that's all it's left on the battlefield. We're going to go to bottom of 4th for the Drukhari, and this is looking a lot easier for the Drukhari now. It went a little bit south for the Drukhari at the end of the game. I underestimated the toughness 3. The cultists did a lot of wounds back to me, but we'll see what happens at the top of turn 4. We're going to try and take that relic back and win the game. And that's it. This turn we tabled the Alpha Legion. Pretty lucky. The Cavalry Warriors that were behind the ruins here just embarked the Raider again and moved here, shooting 3 disintegrator cannons into the remaining cultists. 2 Archons shot their 2 blasters and finished them off, and then letting these guys inside the Raider shoot the remaining cultists on the back, doing a couple wounds, and then finishing them up with this Venom here, leaving just the champion to do a morale save of 1, which he failed and fled. So that's it, guys. It was a pretty fun game. The Drukhari are pretty strong, but don't underestimate their toughness 3. If you get caught in combat or in fire, you're gonna die. And I think I learned a little bit about this army. This is my first game, and I'm pretty happy with the way they performed. They're pretty cool, and I think I like them very much. Antonio, good game, man.
What a good game.
And we'll see you in the next video. I hope to do more battle tutorials like this. I hope this one turns out okay. And thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, that really helps out my channel. And if you like this video, please like it. And that helps my channel. And I will keep doing more of these if you guys like them. So see you in the next video.